Hi everyone, I'm Jill Nicolini, and on behalf of Hester Van Hooven and the rest of our team, welcome to day 3 of Convention TV at InfoComm. It's sure been a packed week as usual, and the finish line's now in sight, but we're not quite ready to wrap things up just yet. Hester is still down at the Las Vegas Convention Center, prowling around for any last-minute scoops. Isn't that right, Hester?
You bet, Jill. If any news breaks, I'll be here to cover it.
Okay, thanks so much. In the meantime, we'll recap some of the biggest stories from the first 2 days of coverage here at InfoComm 2018.
I'm here with Julian Phillips, chairman of the board of Avixa and executive VP of Whitlock. So this is the first show of InfoComm in North America since the association has become Avixa. How has this event reflected the group's vision?
Well, when we made the announcement about Avixa becoming Avixa in September of last year, we also came out with some elements of our strategic plan. One of those was that we wanted Avixa to be the catalyst of industry growth for the AV industry. And I think all the indications are for our first show in North America that, we're achieving that particular goal. Early indications is that it's going to be, a record attendance as far as exhibitors, not just the number of exhibitors coming, but different exhibitors coming and joining the AV community. So it's not just about more, it's about who is actually coming to join that community and actually help us to drive this industry forward. So all the indications are we're achieving that goal.
How is the AV industry changing, and how is Avixa changing to support the industry?
I think there's no doubt that when you walk the floor, as you have done for many years before, you're going to see a lot of products. And there's some amazing products that you're going to see. But I think where Avixa has actually really started to focus on is actually starting the dialogue about talking about solutions to solve customer problems and not just showing off great products. And so when we talked about how do we become a catalyst for industry growth, we talk about how do we transform space, content, and technology to actually create exceptional experiences for our customers. So a great example is the event that actually happened today, which is Tide, which is basically focused on how we bring content developers and content creators into the community of Avixa and to InfoComm, and actually bring some of that solution development and that ideas on how to create those experiences for customers to the members here and also for visitors, many of whom have actually come to Tide as end user customers for the very first experience they have of InfoComm. So their first experience is a solution experience, not a product experience, but they're here and they're going to see some amazing products on the show floor and some solutions from our exhibitors too.
What are some of the most exciting trends today in the industry?
I think I touched on it earlier, is that we have to evolve as an industry from being very product-centric to being solution-centric. And I think we're seeing a lot of that on the show floor right now. I had the opportunity to walk the floor as the booths are being built, and I see storytelling out there. I don't see just an exhibition of products and boxes. And I think that's one of the trends that is great to see, and I think it's going to continue. The more we can actually tell our story of how amazing the experiences we can create for our customers, whether it be an entertainment experience, whether it be in the workplace, or whether it be through experience centers where customers help them to sell their products to other customers. In so many ways, we're actually able to tell fantastic stories by bringing all these different elements together. And we are that catalyst that actually enables that to actually happen. So for me, the big trend is we're becoming a solution-orientated industry, not a product-centric industry.
As an AV professional, what are you most looking forward to experiencing this week?
Well, this is where I sort of take my Avixa hat off for a moment and I put my Whitlock hat on. So I mentioned earlier about bringing space and content and technology together. And this is a special year for us as Whitlock because we are a new exhibitor. It's the first time we've ever exhibited at an InfoComm show, but we're not doing it alone. What we're doing is we have a strategic partnership with Herman Miller, the very iconic furniture provider that most people know for the Aeron chair. And we actually have a booth where we're actually showing the modern workplace and how you can actually bring settings and furniture and tools and technology as a single package and actually provide that to a particular customer. So for me, I'm excited that we're here as an exhibitor for the very first time, but I'm also really interested to see what customers' reaction are going to be when they can see that they can have a one-stop shop solution for everything in the workplace. We also have a little bit of a spin on that we now have also launched Workplace as a Service, where we're actually offering that to customers for a monthly fee rather than having to buy it for capital. So really interested to see what the reaction will be.
Thanks, Julian. And congratulations on what looks like is clearly going to be an exciting week here in Las Vegas. Back to you, Jill.
Now, when it comes to 4K, 4 is better than 1. The new Mavic 6150 from Matrox is an enterprise encoder that allows for the simultaneous capture, streaming, and recording of up to 4 4K inputs. Now, the encoder is also SRT ready to support the new video transport protocol for internet streaming.
SRT, Secure Reliable Transport. And the real purpose and the great feature of that protocol is that it drives video across the internet with much more reliability than any other protocol. The most common used one is MPEG-TS and RTMP, and SRT gives you a secure transmission using encryption, 128 and 256-bit encryption, and also has built-in error correction that can manage up to 10% packet loss. The front of the 6150 has some USB inputs for a local recording output. The 4 buttons you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, can either start, stop a stream, start, stop a recording, or start and stop both recording and stream at the same time. The LCD display is controlled. It gives you basically very useful information on it, and you can scroll up and down through it for temperature, stream addresses, or even the address of the unit itself. And simple enough just to go through it and show it on each. Very useful for the installers in the AV environment.
The future is now. What I mean by this is that what was once otherworldly is now commonplace when it comes to transporting high-resolution AV over IP. And improvements are making grander applications more feasible and easier than ever before. Now, we sought out the players in this category to discuss new developments that InfoComm attendees should know about.
I'm here with Justin Kennington. You just celebrated a 1-year anniversary earlier this year. Can you tell me what are some new developments with the SDVoE Alliance?
So SDVoE is the platform for networked AV. And what we've seen in the past year since we founded this alliance is more and more members building exciting new applications on top of our common API that controls and manages all devices. One of those that we want to highlight is our newest member, Audinate, has built a demo version of their Dante controller that not only manages the Dante networked audio devices, but also manages and controls SDVoE devices. We'll be featuring that demo along with several other applications on the SDVoE platform here at our booth at the SDVoE 2020 stage.
I'm here with Andreas Hilmer, representative of the AIMS Alliance, and there have been some new developments in the audio over IP standards. Can you tell me about that?
We just ratified the SMPTE 2110 standard, which includes the essence transport for video, for audio, for auxiliary data over IP networks. And there's some audio-specific news in there as well. So SMPTE 2110-30, that's transporting PCM-based audio over IP networks. And there's even another subset which is currently being under ratification, so it'll be out there within the next couple of weeks, so it's real brand new. And that's SMPTE 2110-31, and that's AES-3, bit transparent transport over IP networks.
I'm here with Daniel Schwartzberg of the HD-Base-T Alliance. Daniel, can you tell me what some of the new developments are for you here at InfoComm?
Sure. So the HD-Base-T IP solution that was showcased here last year is currently in the spec definition phase in the HD-Base-T Alliance AV Working Group under the auspices of its new chair, Mr. Paul Harris of Aurora Multimedia. And in addition, Valence, who are the inventors and chipset vendor for HD-Base-T technology, are showcasing their new VSM 1000 chip, which is an HD-Base-T switch network on a single chip.
And we'll be right back with more Convention TV at InfoComm highlights right after these messages. Stay with us.
PV Commercial Audio invites you to experience the new Crest Audio VersaRay Pro powered line array system featuring Dante networking, booth C1822.
Your biggest competitor is time. The Starin ecosystem is about giving it back. Design, order, ship, the complete solution together. Never miss a deadline because of missing parts again. See how we can outfit your custom needs at booth C4120.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue with more highlights from the past 2 days broadcast from the Las Vegas Convention Center. Get more mileage out of the Samsung Flip with this innovative mobile stand from Premier Mounts. The product allows any flip display to rotate from landscape to portrait, orientation, and everywhere in between.
What's really great about our solution is we have a lot of adjustability, both vertically and horizontally. It has a mount which offers about 90 degrees of rotation, which can take the mount from portrait to landscape. It's really great for note taking. You can kind of just make sure that your message that you're trying to convey is definitely up and clear. You have a lot of vertical shift and horizontal shift. So horizontal shift along the interface bar, vertical shift along the poles here. A optional stand is available as well, so that way you can have all your AV components just stored right here, ready to go. Cable routing is also in the back of the poles too, so that way you can make sure everything's nice and organized. And our design narrow base allows for it to go from the corporate boardroom to the classroom. Obviously, when you have such a cool, engaging product like the Samsung Flip, you want to make sure that you have accessories that match it and can give you the most usability.
A trending area in the industry today is DSP that can create immersive sonic environments like never before. They can solve acoustic challenges and tame hostile environments. These tools can also open the door to creating dynamic acoustic landscapes and virtually anything else the end user has in mind. We caught up with some of the players to discuss the new developments they're introducing to this emerging segment.
I'm here with Scott Sugden of L Acoustics. Eliza is one of the players in immersive audio. What are some of the new developments here?
So Eliza is about enhancing the audio experience for a majority of the audience in live and creative applications, installs, and tours. What we brought here at InfoComm 2018 is new partnerships with Avid and Digico, so you can mix in this new way, but in the same place you've always mixed before. On the channel strip of the Digico, you can control all the Eliza parameters. On the Avid, we have a plugin. For prepping your show, we've integrated Eliza into the Klangfabrik binaural mixing platform, and we have integrated a partnership with Blacktracks, so the audio, video, and lighting can all follow the performers around the stage.
I'm here at Meyer Sound's Sonic Lounge. I'm with Steve Ellison. Steve, tell me, how has Constellation evolved into live sound?
Well, here in Las Vegas, Constellation acoustic system and space map surround mixing have been used since the early 90s to bring amazing sonic texture to these productions throughout the city. We're now taking the same technology and bringing it to live venues such as Moogfest, where we worked with recently as the official sound partner and helped create a 24-channel venue that 10 artists over 3 nights all were able to create spatial mixes without having rehearsed with the system, just walking up and creating these amazing spatial experiences.
I'm here with Marcus Baumler of D&B Audio Technic. Marcus, what are some of the new ways Soundscape is being used for immersive audio application?
These are really exciting times. I mean, we learn new things every day. Besides of the classic applications in classical theaters or musical theaters, people are taking it to corporate shows, large shareholder meetings where they use Soundscape as a system, but we're also learning a lot about technical integration. We are now integrating our systems with mixing console manufacturers, with remote control softwares, with tracking systems. So there's a lot of new things that we can do to make the experience much easier and better for the audience.
Now, let's check back in with Hester. I hear you're over at the Click Communications booth. What have you found out for us?
I'm here at Click Communications. I'm with Costa Lacumentas. Tell us, what's new here with you guys?
Well, Hester, it's a big year because we're introducing the final part of our hardware trilogy here. It's the ClickBox Connect. And the ClickBox Connect allows you to connect any HDMI-enabled device directly into the Click wireless presentation system. Now, you can stream from a Blu-ray player or any other device right alongside of Windows, Mac, iOS, Chromebook, and Android users.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more highlights from Convention TV at InfoComm right after these messages.
Sound and Communications. Since 1955, keeping readers up to speed on the latest AV technologies and how they are applied in commercial applications. Technologies from enterprise, augmented reality, AVL integration, BYOD, and digital signage are changing the world in unimaginable ways. Keep up with Sound and Communications print or digital edition. Good news, it's free. Sign up online or at booth N2200 in the North Hall. Williams AV has got the blues, the newest, coolest, bluest of blues, and they're here to rock a whole new rhythm in the world of presentation technology. The new Point Maker audio presenter is ready to jam with industry-first, truly wireless, video plus audio connectivity from your computer, tablet, or phone. Amp up your presentation possibilities at Williams AV, booth C1923.
Welcome back to Convention TV at InfoComm. The intersection of IT technology and commercial AV is simply the new reality in our industry. That means more AV systems running on the network, whether it's a company's core IT backbone or a discrete AV-centric network. All that means you have to stay in the loop on the latest trends, and you have to be apprised of the skills you need to get and stay ahead. If you want to learn more about networked AV solutions, you should swing by the Sound and Communications booth at N2200 and pick up a copy of the Spring 2018 IT AV report. Its editor, Shona Nerona, has put together another great package. Highlights include installation profiles of a 3-storied food hall that offers outstanding food and beverage, along with live entertainment offerings and a pair of schools in Northern Canada that required practical AV solutions. The issue also broaches the subject of VR and AR in the commercial AV, along with the rising popularity of artificial intelligence and voice control in society. Do they have potential applications in our market? We'll see.
I'm here with Greg Scalco, Senior Technical Specialist here at Canon. Tell us about your new projectors.
Yeah, absolutely. In January, we announced 6 different projectors, 3 laser and 3 lamp. Here we're showing the WX7000Z, which is a 7,000 lumen laser projector, and they're all compatible with 6 different genuine Canon interchangeable lenses. And what's really unique about this lens here is the lens shift. It has a -15 to +75% vertical lens shift, so it allows you to adjust the image in very tight spaces. It also includes marginal focus, which allows us to have complete focus on curved surfaces. And you can see that we have a variety of inputs here, including a built-in HD-based receiver. And this is good for transmitting audio, video, and control over a network cable. All these projectors fit multiple markets. You could see them in higher education, simulation, arts museums, military simulators. So wherever the need is, we have the right solution for you.
All right. The recent Supreme Court ruling on legalized sports betting will certainly have benefits for our category. And apart from the obvious boon to casinos, we expect there will be other applications that'll serve to benefit the AV world. Let's go to the show floor to get an integrator's level perspective of this very timely topic.
I'm here with Ken Newberry from McCann Systems. So, Ken, in your professional opinion, how is this ruling going to affect this industry aside from within the casinos?
Well, you know, it's a great industry or a good market to tap into. They speculate that there's $150 billion of illegal sports betting happening in the U.S. right now. So that's $150 billion of a market that we as the AV integration industry can tap into. So outside of the casinos, I believe we're going to see things expand into sports bars and different types of entertainment venues where additional money will be made available to help bring people in to support the betting revenue for the companies. I also think on the software side we might see a lot. There's going to be people that are going to try to engage on app-based, and that's going to lead to some development and new ways of looking at betting in general.
We don't want to get too deep into InfoComm 2018 without checking in with Dave Labuscus, CEO of Avixa, the organizer of this trade event. Dan Farisi, editor of Sound and Communications, caught up with Dave in front of the C2 Experience on the show floor.
Great to see you again, Dave. How does InfoComm 2018 reflect changes at Avixa and throughout the AV industry?
Well, I don't think anybody could be here at InfoComm 18 and not recognize change. I talked about it at the ribbon cutting ceremony this morning. The pace of change in technology is absolutely reflected on this floor. What also is exciting about having Avixa with that brand as the Audio Visual and Integrated Experience Association is that we can celebrate that we are the AV industry using this technology to create integrated experiences, and that we're the association of that industry representing both the businesses and the professionals. that have decided that we're going to get together and we're going to create experiences that change the way people see the world.
Now, yesterday we featured a new segment here on Convention TV at InfoComm. We hosted Sound and Communications, the commish columnist Jim Altice, president of Audio Visual Resources, who shared his insights about Avixa's shift in focus to the user experience. Today, he's joined by associate publisher John Carr to discuss interpreting analytics. Let's hear what he has to say.
Thanks, Jill. And thanks for joining us again today, Jim. Analytics is a buzzy subject. Putting data to use that will shape and potentially redefine AV applications is drawing interest. Is there anyone interpreting all that data for the end user?
It's good news, bad news, and great news, John. The good news is that the AV industry is starting to really pay attention to analytics, and that it is everywhere. I haven't heard of any current control system that doesn't have some level of gathering user data. The bad news is, I also haven't heard of too many people doing anything with it. But the great news is that it's a very exciting time to be in AV. Not only is analyzing and interpreting all this data a new service that can be offered, but it has the potential to bring the AV team to a prominent position at the real estate and construction planning table. Imagine being able to lay out meeting spaces according to user-specific, measured criteria that is tailored to their actual behavior instead of a generic ballpark estimate from the architect. It will save money and improve the experience for the users. That's what we can glean from crunching these numbers.
To get real value out of analytics data, how should it be interpreted? Are there any metrics you'd propose?
I always recommend starting small and building from there. 3 baby step metrics that people can easily start to measure are: number 1, room usage. How often is the space used and by how many participants? People should shoot for above 65% on room availability and occupancy to avoid wasting resources. Number 2, source usage. Are users actually using the technology in the systems? Sources should be used at least 3 times a month to justify including them in the system. And lastly, user experience. How well is the technology meeting the needs of the users? The system should receive an excellent or good rating 80% of the time to confirm the user's needs are being met. These can be adjusted to suit individual owners, of course, but I think these 3 metrics can open a lot of eyes about how well the technology is being applied throughout the organization, as well as how it should be deployed in the future.
Thanks, Jim. We'll continue to discuss this topic in the pages of Sound and Communications. Back to Jill in the studio.
Okay, well, we'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
The Huddle Room in a Box is here for you. USB plug and play to share, see, and hear. The perfect pair for those who need the best experience now. Experience it live in booth C4120.
PV Commercial Audio introduces the new Marani Pro audio loudspeaker management processors with advanced FIR filters and Dante networking. Booth C1822.
Thanks so much for sticking around. Let's keep on reliving this great InfoComm 2018 show with additional highlights from the past 2 days' broadcasts.
I'm here with Williams AV President and CEO Rob Sheely. Rob, what can you tell us about the future of your company moving forward, and how has bringing on PointMaker enabled you to address the challenges of using mobile devices for meetings and presentations?
Thanks, Hester. Great question. The idea of bringing PointMaker into the Williams Sound family was to really add the video element to our products. As we know, we're in the AV industry, which typically means audio and video, yet the majority of the manufacturers do one or the other. We actually intend on having a whole line of products which are based on integrating audio and video components together. The PointMaker being the first of that series.
There's a major new product announcement from Magewell. The UltraStream HDMI streaming encoder makes live streaming simple, even for non-professionals. It lets users record or stream high-quality video with one click using the buttons on the device or an intuitive smartphone app. Let's head over to Magewell, to their booth, to check in with Hester and Mike Nan. Hey, guys.
I'm here with Mike Nan from Magewell. They have an exciting new product here at InfoComm. Mike, can you tell us a little bit about the key elements that make this product so interesting?
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people know Magewell very well for the capture cards that people pair with third-party software. But a lot of customers have a need for a standalone device that doesn't require a computer to operate or configure it. UltraStream HDMI is exactly that, and it makes streaming simple for people who want to do it but don't have a lot of technical knowledge. Users can stream to YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, or custom servers, and record to files on connected USB drives, embedded local storage, or on a smartphone. And it also has HDMI input and loop-through. It also does have analog audio input and output, as well as wireless and wired Ethernet connectivity. And it can record and stream up to 1080p 60, but also take 4K inputs and automatically down convert them to HD.
Very cool, Hester. Thanks so much. Okay, yesterday our team covered the new developments in video protocols on the network. Today we will address the audio side of this important topic. Audio on the network is here to stay, but new developments in these areas are refining and improving performance and integration. The AES 67 standard and Dante are the primary players, and we have the latest developments from them on the show floor.
I'm with Josh Rush at Audinate. Josh, can you tell us what is Dante and what do you have new going on here at InfoComm?
Sure. So yeah, Dante is our audio networking technology that allows you to do up to 512 channels of audio over a single Ethernet cable. So what's great about Dante is it's really become the de facto standard for audio networking in the Pro AV market. We now have over 400 manufacturers that have licensed Dante and over 1,400 products on the market that are commercially available today that have incorporated the Dante technology into it.
I'm here with Henning Kaltoiner of Avenue Alliance. Could you tell me about the new developments for your platform, Milan?
Sure. Technically seen, Milan adds a set of standards above the existing IEEE AVB protocols, which solves certain issues about interoperability that have not been addressed with AVB so far. And strategically seen, it's an alliance of leading auto manufacturers who all share the interest of introducing new deterministic networking into the future products.
I'm with Bruce Olson, AES Standards Chair, and Kevin Gross, AES Standards. Can you tell me about any new developments with the AES 67 standard?
Yes, we have just published a new version of the standard. It's called AES 67. Version 2018. The original standard came out in 2013. This new standard includes what we call a PIX, which helps manufacturers and users of the standard implement it, test it, and know what the capabilities are. Additional things that are new is work with SMPTE. The SMPTE 2110 standard adds video to the audio capabilities of AES 67. We have interop demonstrations and plug fests going on several times a year. The last one was at NAB, and the next one will be at AES in New York.
It's time to check in with Hester at the Convention Center. What's going on?
I'm here with Kevin Ivey at PV. So Kevin, tell us about your new line of Dante compatible products.
Thanks. We're very excited that we have new Dante products for Media Matrix, Crest Audio, and Marani Prodeo, whom we're now distributing in the U.S. One of the main things we're showing is the new Crest Audio VersaRay Pro line array. It's a powered line array, so it has its own onboard 2,000 watt power amplifier and DSP, Dante networking, and you have the alternative of analog inputs if you'd like. It is a fully articulated line array with our FlyQuick 3-point hardware. We're also introducing the PB32 network bridge, which allows you to bridge our Tactus system, which is a sound grid output, to the Dante inputs of the line array.
Let's catch up with Dan Farisi, editor of Sound and Communications, who's tracked down Avixa COO Heidi Voorhees. Take it away, Dan.
Thanks for taking time to speak with us, Heidi. Can you tell me the latest going on with Avixa?
Absolutely. So there's a lot going on with Avixa right now. Love to highlight two of them. One is obviously we're here at this amazing InfoComm event, and we really want to make sure that this event continues to be the premier event that industry professionals attend. So we are actually looking at doing a 5-year strategic plan, making sure that we are really focused on what the needs of the industry are, as well as our exhibitors and our attendees. The other thing is one of our strategic initiatives is to create new content. So we've created a new content department that will be led by Dan Goldstein, to make sure that we are creating content that's not just our strong technical content that we have, but we're also being thought leaders in the space.
Tell me about the latest efforts from the Avixa Foundation, particularly those centered on workforce development.
Oh, absolutely. So the Avixa Foundation is actually going through a strategic planning process right now to figure out what our focus should be and what we should do to support the industry. It seems very clear that the main focus is going to be around workforce development, probably around awareness of AV as actually a career, and then helping to train individuals so that when they enter the workforce, that they already have a foundation on AV.
What can we look forward to at the AV Executive Conference this coming November?
So the AVEC conference this year is actually in Tampa, so we're excited about a new location. One of the things that we're doing a little bit different, and it's tying in with our industry awareness initiative for the association, is to bring end users from the different vertical markets that we're targeting to be able to have dialogue with our members on what it is that their needs are.
So we'll be calling it a wrap on Convention TV at InfoComm 2018, not just yet. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this very short break. Promise.
For any job, you need the right tool. With StarDraw's newest software, you can save even more time and money creating system schematics, layout drawings, and all your project documentation. See the new features in StarDraw Design 7.3, the fast, easy way to draw and do more, at booth C3116. Wireless presentation systems that connect to anything, work with everything, and adapt to your needs. Click booth C4016.
Okay, before this year's InfoComm show draws to a close, we want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in to Convention TV at InfoComm. We work hard to deliver all the news you need to know everywhere you need it, anytime, on any screen. So if you've got new products to show off or a game-changing announcement to make, remember, Convention TV at InfoComm is here to help you spread the word, and TV works. After all, you're watching. Okay, that does it for our coverage of InfoComm 2018. Thank you all again so much, and thanks to everyone for watching us, and we'll see you next year in sunny Orlando. For Hester Von Hooven and the rest of the crew, I'm Jill Nicolini. Have a fabulous summer. See you soon. Bye.